Your framing is fantastic today.
Well, wait a minute. I'm just going to push it back. Look there.
Okay.
You wait till you see that. You wait till you see that. How nice is that?
That's pretty good. You're far away.
Am I?
I mean, it feels like it feels like an artsy shot. That's okay. You could be
Is that
closer.
right?
You look nice. Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I looked nice tonight, but I'm sure when I see me on that, I won't look nice. But I thought I looked all right.
Well, let's enjoy the time we have while you.
Do you like this cardie?
I do like this Cardi, yeah. Cardi
It's
P,
new.
that's what we should call you, Cardi P. Oh, I've got a special guest today.
Oh, I thought you had to. Oh, hi, Jose.
You thought it was someone else.
I did. I thought it was not. Well, I'm happy.
Jose's a very special guest.
He is a very
We've
special
had a very loving morning together.
Have you? What have you been doing?
Just he's laying and purring and napping and just really embracing it.
So he's really happy you're there.
He is. How have you been?
I've been fine. How are you?
Good. Whoop,
Yeah.
There we go. Little
Yeah.
extra in the background.
Do we need to talk about the other stuff afterwards? Your life?
Yes. This is not the time for my life. This
No,
is the time for your life. This is why it's called the PAMdemic.
Yes, I know. It's not very nice weather here. I'm just going to get a sip of my tea.
Absolutely, Mum. Professionalism's already out the window. Why don't we just run it over?
Look. Well, this is like my daily life, isn't it? Look, see.
Sure.
Nice cup of tea.
Absolutely.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Have you got your drink?
No, I'll be okay. I have water. I'll handle it well. Don't worry.
Good.
What are your favorite times? When you've come to Los Angeles, we've had some good times. What are your favorite times when you've come to Los Angeles?
Oh, I love all of it. I love the weather. I love sushi. I love the sushi. I love really nice sushi. I love being with you and Nick and the children and Tracia. You know, just the whole family thing. I just love it.
Outside of family, what would you say some of your highlights have been?
I love walking around. I love the countryside.
How about specific times?
A coffee shop. A specific time.
Let me think. Shop.
I loved it when we went to Hawaii.
All right, I wasn't there for that, but that's great. That your favorite memory includes me and isn't in Los Angeles. So to be fair, your favorite Los Angeles memory is one not in Los Angeles and that doesn't involve me.
No, I love those evenings when I always think it's so expensive that when you send a little Uber car for me or a little Lyft car and I come to your place and we have a couple of glasses of wine and we have a little meal, either from
Jeopardy, watch some Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
We should call it Wheel of Fortune. That's what we should call this. But that's
and then watching CNN together, I think it's lovely. I love it.
I mean, to be fair, when we're watching CNN together, I don't enjoy it. The CNN part.
No. The trouble is, I don't get it here. Nigel watches it. I don't.
I know he does.
I have to catch.
Mum, is there a specific time? Are there specific times in LA? Like we talked about when we had the water sommelier.
The what?
That was a good night when we had the water sommelier.
Oh yeah, that was lovely. And I'll tell you the other thing. I love that party at Dean's.
The party that you had at Dean's place. Right.
Yes.
See, that to me, that's the sort of stuff where I'm like, okay, that I feel like.
Yes, I love that. The trouble is I forget things. Let me think of some other things.
But that night at Dean's was a great night.
It was unbelievable. It was.
I know he's not here, but he would definitely agree that was one of like the, because he throws these like very fancy dinner parties.
Yeah. And it was fancy, wasn't it? It was all served and he had a pianist and it was all set aside. A pianist.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah, somebody playing the piano.
Right. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So like, like stuff like that. Like to me, those are like those are the.
And I love. Can you give me some like little clues just to remind me?
Well, there was the time you went to Hawaii.
Yes.
No, I mean, I think sort of like when I think of the good times we've had, like I do think of like like I do like when we go out to dinner or when like the night when we went out to dinner and then we went and saw the Book of Mormon. Like that was a great night.
Oh, that was lovely. I love that. Love that play. Yes.
Yes, that musical. We were singing
That
those
music.
songs. We had a great
Yeah.
meal.
Yes, we did. And then, and I know another one. Yes, with the sommelier. And that night when we went to that
Sommelier, not
sommelier.
sommelier. Sommelier is
Smolly.
someone who deals in disgusting odors.
The smolly then.
That's an old mouse, about 97. It's been laying under a mattress for a while. It's got hints of dust and debris, bacterial infections. Feels like it's been feasted upon by other rodents. I'm a sommelier.
Yeah, I like that night too. The one with the rash. Yeah. But,
that night was great.
But the other night I loved was when we went to that really posh restaurant and we tasted all those waters.
That's what I was just saying. The water sommelier.
Yeah, the water one. Yes, yeah. I love that.
We talked about that on the last episode of PAMdemic.
Oh, did we? Mom,
it was interesting that you brought up the idea of the dinner party. That we had that one. What's that?
With the one with Dean.
The one with Dean, yes. Because Dean right now is here trying to connect to the audio.
Dean is?
Yeah. Dean.
Oh.
Let's see.
Oh, how lovely.
He's connected to audio. Dean, we can't see you yet. But we know it's you, Dean, so emerge. Show yourself, please.
Everybody calm down.
Hello, oh, Dean. Oh, Dean, look at you.
Yes, my future mother-in-law.
Oh, I know. I'm still working on him. Don't worry.
I'm caving, Dean. I'm caving.
So am I.
I'm caving. So I just was asking my mother, Dean. Well, first of all, let's welcome Dean Banowetz, Emmy-nominated hairstylist to the stars, Shark Tank. The list goes on and on. But to me, Shark, it doesn't get.
I know one, the skating one.
The skating one. Which one?
Yeah, Dancing on Ice, isn't it?
Dean, did you work on a show called Dancing on Ice?
I did not. It was Dancing with the Stars.
You worked on Dancing with the Stars. Oh, all right.
I mean, if you ever just want to fast track that, you can just say this is Dean. He's a hair hoe, and then everything covers everything.
That's better. Okay, this is Dean. He's a hair hoe. For those of you who don't know, an Emmy-nominated hair hoe, and I was just sort of telling my mother I was trying to get her to bring up her favorite times in Los Angeles. The first one that she said was when she went to Hawaii, which I flagged as not a Los Angeles experience. But anyway, we pushed through, we powered through. And then I was like, no, specific times. And pretty much the first thing she mentioned was the night that we had at your place. Because you're fabulous in many ways, but one of the things, and I think this is why my mother loves you, for one of the many reasons my mother loves you so much, is because you have great taste and you're like really classy and you do things properly. And like your home is aesthetically like perfect, I would argue, and continuing to out-perfect itself. And
you're very sweet.
You throw these dinner parties. Would you walk us through some of the parties you've had?
Well, the initial planning starts early on, where you start to get like, Q&A from, your mom, you. But the thing is I like to just create an event because in LA, a lot of things are very superficial and plastic. So when you can have like a really beautiful, gathering at the house where it's more meaningful, that's more my jam. So anytime, like Oprah says, love is in the details, and I am all about the details.
And then what are some, like your Christmas party, for instance? What's your Christmas? Would you walk us through your Christmas party quickly? Like what one of those is like?
Well, let's just talk about because it's all about a theme, because you have to have that theme to establish. So like the year I was Betty Cocker hosting a holiday bake-off, I knew that I had to have racks and racks of treats, and I had to have a hot gingerbread man fresh out of the oven for photos.
I didn't get the call, but anyway, keep going.
Trust, neither did I. Somebody else. So,
oh, okay.
But it's how do you build that out? And when people come to my house for the holidays, if their jaw isn't on the ground, I have failed miserably, because no one ever remembers their Christmas party. No one ever really remembers a holiday party unless it was pretty spectacular. And you can't really have a spectacular holiday party unless you have little people as elves. You've got, a big bear and drag. I mean, there's many things.
It's very nuanced.
And do you have are you Santa Claus?
No.
Well, usually Mrs. Claus without the beard.
Right.
I mean,
no,
but
Dean's drag. Some of Dean's drag pictures are phenomenal.
Oh, honestly, that beard, Dean, it's unbelievable.
Dean
That's me as Mrs. Claus, by the way, with my hot Santa.
My word, that's so funny.
I can't. Oh, there's Santa. It was a little like optical illusion for a minute. I was like,
Can you show it me again?
Mom, easy, Mom. Mom wants to see Santa.
Well, here. Yeah. There's me. Santa was giving me a little ride. That was cute too.
Oh my! Are those your lovely legs, or is that your horse that you're riding?
That's that's Santa he's riding, Mom.
That is Santa.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Is that at your house?
Yes, and this was the year I decided to paint my house the same as my.
How did you get these pictures up so quickly?
Well, they're in my in my favorite file.
Well, they're in my favorite file too, Mom.
Yes.
So yes,
painted the house legit to match all my Christmas wrapping paper. That's when you know I'm super gay.
Wait, lower it a little bit more. We're missing there it is. That's the face.
Let's see.
That's the face. That's the year Christmas came everywhere.
I can't see
it. Everywhere. Oh, you can't see it? Can you see it?
I can't.
Pam's struggling with the photo portion. But so you throw these amazing events. And so because you'd worked on my mother's hair a couple of times, because again, you are a Emmy-nominated hair hoe. You throw these. So my mother fell in love with you. Not only fell in love with you to the level where we were you guys were unbeknownst to me negotiating how a marriage between you and I could potentially benefit all parties.
You knew it was going to happen.
I didn't know it was going to come from my mother, but I knew it was going to happen.
I was laying groundwork heavy, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't worry,
I read.
When I'm back there, I'll be working on it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. I love that.
So falls in love with you, as everyone does, because you're so charming and great. And you're like, let me throw her one of my nice dinner parties. Now, normally when I hear about your dinner parties, it's like a who's who. You're like, you have these, you have a nice mix, but there's certainly some names are popping, and you're like, let me throw it for her and she'll be the guest of honor. And it really was just this magical evening where, by the way, where I didn't tell you until like 2 hours before, like, oh, by the way, I don't eat meat. You were like, good, because I've got this chef. He's been working on the menu. So you'll have macaroni basically because you're an idiot.
But we turned it out, didn't we? I mean,
it was amazing. It was all amazing. But it really was just like the best evening. And Mother, what was it like for you to be the guest of honor at a Dean Banowetz party?
Oh, well, I wasn't worthy, but just to be in the house and the pianist, Dean, and Gareth asked me to repeat that word.
It's just, you say Dean and pianist. I want details. I'm sorry.
But the pianist and the way the pianist. The guy playing the piano. Yeah, the piano.
Yes. Now I get it. Okay, I was like, I thought I'd remember this guy.
And just seeing the chef cooking in the kitchen and the waiters and the waitresses and it was just even the table decor. I don't remember what it was, but there were like little messages and just
we like to call that tablescape.
Well, it was a brilliant statement, Dean. It was, and I remember it was all sort of sparkly and twinkling and crystally, and then you've got that lovely picture on the wall of your brothers and sisters, haven't you?
Well, you're one of 15.
Yeah, I'm number 13, lucky number.
So you're one of 15, and big time. And you have this amazing tiled wall that has all these it's like a family tree essentially, but it's like a sibling tree.
Well, it's the whole family tree. But what's really interesting about that tree is when I was, are you ready for a name drop? My bells are ringing everywhere. What's up? No, but I was doing a name drop. So I was doing Kirstie Alley's hair for a sitcom.
Mom, Kirstie Alley, star of Cheers. Ever heard of her?
Yes, I've
never heard of her. That's the sort of pond that Dean swims in casually.
fiddle with her hair, and then he had to fiddle with my mop.
Disgusting.
No,
Yeah.
your hair's perfect. Everybody's pretty. But I was doing her sitcom, and she goes, "Hey, you're gay. You like sparkly things. I got a bunch of crystals that didn't sell at my yard
Oh,
sale."
right.
So she gave me 19 cases of crystals. And just so you can see, the person who did the family tree.
Look
Can
at
you see
that.
that?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's all tile for anyone watching.
Yeah,
it's-
that's all a mosaic, and she did it all by hand. It took her a year to do it.
Good Lord.
But
absolutely
but
beautiful.
but just when you think it couldn't get any better, the entire tree is lined with glow in the dark tiles. So
Oh,
it
that's
glows,
right. Yeah.
it glows
Right.
in the dark.
Oh,
Ew.
that's fantastic.
It is.
And
And
so
unreal.
the artist did that for you so that it glows in the dark.
Correct. And each one of those circles is one of my siblings.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's amazing. Now, what have the other siblings done as an homage to the family? Probably paled in comparison to what you've done.
Please, a hayrack ride. I'm
yeah,
not
I
really
mean,
sure.
honestly.
Welcome to Iowa. Have a nice day.
Well, it really was a magical evening, and I have a couple of my own photos that I thought we could look at from then, because it's actually one of the only times I think where my mother has insisted on my mother. If I show my mother, oh, first of all, Dean, this is a picture from last week. We don't want to get into it, but it happened. It happened.
Got it.
It happened. It happened. It happened, and we're moving on. We're plowing forward.
but look at how nice they are this week, the false ones.
That's right. Well, while we're here, we may as well. Mom, this is I don't remember this picture, Mom, to be fair, but look at how sweaty and drunk your son is on the streets of somewhere.
Yes, work it out.
There you go.
Oh my word!
You should be very disappointed. Don't know where it is. Don't know who it is. Doesn't matter. Oh, and while we're doing it, real quick, this is just Jose's Happy New Year photo.
Yes,
Aw.
Jose.
Yeah, he knows how to bring in the New Year.
Oh, that's lovely.
It was the only time. Now you've got this is where Mom has a fresh Dean hairstyle, but she wanted she was so enamored with your home that she was going like, will you take my picture over here and over here? And I was like, my mother never my mother sees a picture of herself, she goes, no matter what it is, oh, I'm horrible. Oh, I'm just oh gosh, oh, I've thrown everything off. But at your place, she became a new person.
Oh, she was turning out. She had a whole photo shoot.
I had a whole photo shoot.
That, and I still think that looks really nice. And do you know why it is? It's from far away.
No, Mom, that's not the truth. Look, this is I mean, first of all, your hair.
Yeah. Let me just
Great.
look again.
Yeah, get those glasses on. Let's not squander this.
Yeah, it does. It does look really nice, doesn't it?
Yes.
It does look lovely. And now,
Looks
Pam,
lovely.
you haven't seen this lately, but my whole yard has changed because now it is
Dean,
lovely garden.
Dean, it's nighttime there. She's not going to be able to sleep now.
It's grass.
She's going to be up all
It's
night.
grass. That's your cabana you like to sit on.
That's your cabana, Mom.
I'm coming
Mom, it would
tomorrow.
be great if you could, your frame, you're like Wilson from Home Improvement. We're seeing,
How's
like,
that?
it's just crazy how long we've been
I
doing this, and yet still there's not some sort of established.
Wait a minute. Let me just sit in this lower chair. Let's see what
You don't
happens
need
if I do
the
this.
lower chair, but I just want to point out the
No,
absurdity
I just
of
want to
that.
show you what you.
I mean,
what
we're
you
literally recording the thing right now. You know what I mean? You
yeah,
can't be just leaving.
Yeah, but Andrew can cut it out. He's good at cutting it out.
OMG, I miss you so much, Pam.
That's way
Come on.
better.
Oh, there, look.
Way better. Why was
Is
this
it?
not your instinct? Yeah, it looks such a better frame for one
Does
of these.
it?
Yes.
Does-
You look great.
See, this is
I was
it's just
calling
called
her-
troubleshooting.
It is.
Yes. I should have done all this before, shouldn't I?
I was calling Pam Cardi P because she's wearing a cardigan. But
I
yeah.
think
there's
it's a nice.
some more of Pam there, and then this is at the party. So this, I don't have too many of the party. I think probably because I was drunk and just so jovial. But
Well, and you know, all those flower arrangements are I did those as well.
why
Oh,
you how?
it's just amazing. Have you got a picture of the table? Because the table
Oh,
was
are you
beautiful.
talking about this?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, it
Love.
was so lovely.
That's
It
the
was
best.
absolutely gorgeous.
And this is a later
Absolutely.
one. This is of us all out to dinner somewhere else. Nick, my brother, my mother, and I. But
I love that. Because I am a little crazy and in terms of like learning things, I was gonna do my birthday's coming up in August. So I was gonna do a little gathering, a little dinner party. But I was trying to think of, ways to really like change it up, go another direction. And so I was thinking balloon garland. That's lovely. So I reached out to a couple of people in Los Angeles and they want like $2,000.
balloon what?
Balloon garland.
What is that?
Like garland you hang around the tree. So here's the deal. It's expensive, like $250 an hour. The minimum is like $2,000. And I was like, do not pressure this guy into learning how to do it on his own, because I went into my storage unit, I found a bunch of balloons and I created my balloon garland.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
So you just wait for these pictures, because I'm gonna look like the sequel to House. I mean, it's gonna be balloons everywhere. But come on, that was my first go around.
It's amazing. But
It's so good.
I don't even know what a garland. I still don't know what a garland is.
A garland. You know how like tinsel garland and you put it around a Christmas tree?
I know what tinsel is. Does that help?
Yeah.
But no, it's just garland. Garland is a way. It's like it's a fancy
style.
Rope. Yeah. No, it's like a rope. You would wrap that around something.
Okay.
Like this would be perfect to go around your birthday suit for a little extra added flair.
Sure. Mom, you know the birthday suit is? That's what the pianist
I
has.
know. I know. And the next time we go, that's what you should do for Dean. Wear your birthday suit.
And Mom.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think, Dean?
Now, Mom, let's play the reality out. If I do marry Dean, it feels like you don't when. It feels like you don't want me to do it for the right reasons. It almost at times feels like you want me to do it to benefit yourself because you love Dean and want access to his magical world.
Oh, it's beneficial to me too.
Well, we could talk. We've talked about that part of it offline.
I think he's got a little spare room that I would like, and he'd do it up for me.
Oh, the pressure.
Oh, are you kidding? You would have a wing. I would do an addition.
Good. Dean, when you were talking about the balloon garland, I thought you were saying the balloon garlics. I thought you filled them with garlic or something.
Wow. Oh my.
Garland.
Is there a worse situation than a garlic balloon?
Can you imagine? I was thinking about it. Oh.
I mean, a garlic balloon. That's Halloween. I'd do that in a black balloon.
Don't do it. But you, Mom, would you be satisfied with that? Would you, I mean, considering that I'm not gay, would you, for the benefits that you get out of it?
Listen, as Honey Boo Boo says, we're all a little gay.
No, well, I mean, that was a child, but yeah,
and I can bring out a lot of gay. I'm just saying.
We are all a little gay, and I think when we were at 17, the first time Dean and I worked together on a show, it was you and two other makeup guys who are also very gay. I mean, that was really where I would come back there and be as Caddy. I came back because we were around two guys. I mean, one guy who was very acerbic, and it was really eventually it felt like we were like a posse.
Do you remember what you said to me the very first time I was going to cut your hair? You were so nervous and you were like, oh, geez, I need to get a haircut, but this guy, and I was like, yeah, dude, I got you. I'm gay. Dean, I'm gonna give you a haircut like I want to have sex with you. I'm gonna make you look hot and it's gonna be relevant and you're gonna be on point. And I find
it so insulting how I was, because first of all, you were offering me a free haircut, and I was like, I don't know, dude. I go to Rudy's, so why don't you just kind of take a step back? You know what I mean? Supercuts has got my back, and you were just very, as you are, very you demurred, and you were very nice to not be like, hey, dickhole, just let me cut your hair. I'm very good at. This is how I make my living. And then not only that though, you did give me. I don't know if I've had very few of these. You gave me a haircut where people were like, oh my God, what a great haircut. I was like, oh, I mean, it was really like astounding.
You were the best part of that show. I'm just saying right now. Oh yeah.
Which show was?
Well, we can't say now because we said we're each other's the best part of it. But it was a good show.
Oh,
we had a lot of fun. We made,
yes.
But no, that's where then that we became buddies, right? I mean, like right away we hit it off.
Yeah, because we understood
the parameters,
the people on the set.
realities.
Yeah,
exactly.
We knew the character types we were dealing with.
That's right.
How long have you known one another?
When was that show?
I would say we're closing in on 10 years, probably. I would say we're probably about 7-ish or 8 years.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that whole part of my world is a bit of a flash.
But you work so constantly. Like you work on so many shows. I mean, this man is prolific. Truly.
But I'm trying to ease up just a little bit because coming back, from the quarantine and everything else, it's much more difficult to double mask and shield while you're trying to work. And it's we're in it for 15 to 16 hours a day. And it's definitely taxing, but it's so great to be back and get my hands and hair.
All right, settle down over there.
So Dean, did you have to do sort of a lockdown for hairdressing?
Oh yeah, and even when things started to open up, hair salons were not allowed. So it was a good 5 months of solitude, and it was good. I wouldn't trade it at all. Because I think we all kind of needed a reset. So,
because I was here, my niece is a hairdresser, and they were shut down for a long time.
Right,
a lot of places shut down. There was a COVID pandemic. Mom,
yeah.
Have you any pictures today? If not, I want to ask Dean a pointed question. Do you have?
I did forget them actually, to be honest.
Wow, the way that you were walking yourself through that to buy yourself time to figure out what to say. I did not remember them actually.
Well, do you want to
know? I do have some other things I did instead of pulled the photos.
Do you want to know something funny? Little Sydney was here this morning, my sister's grandchild. Hillary and Nigel popped over with her, and I got her all the albums out. So I've already had a photo session without you. I'm really sorry.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Now, Dean, let me ask you this.
Yes.
In your house.
Yeah.
If it's cold, will you put on the heat? If it's warm, will you put on the AC? Surely you have obviously central all of these.
Yeah.
So you like to keep the climate modulated to your preferences.
Yeah. Well, today it's like 90 plus in LA, so I have the air on, and I don't actually use the heat very much at all because I have the fireplace and the fire pit and the overhead heaters. So. Right. To create that cozy day environment.
The beard is very.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you note that very carefully?
Yes, he's got a fireplace and a pit.
And he doesn't put the heat on very much.
No, but he likes his climate controlled, which is what I was getting to. Dean, yes. My mother, when it comes to heat or cooling, is psychotic. So I would worry that if we were to do this, if you and I were to tie the knot, just again, to please my mother mainly. If you and I were to tie the knot, and you, yes, sorry, to please my mother, she would not be able to live in your world of, frivolous climate fluctuation. To her, she sees, how like with cartoons when they're on a desert island and they're hungry and one looks at the other and it becomes like a honey ham or something like that. So famished. That's what my mother sees when you adjust the temperature. You turn into just dollar bill signs and or just pound signs, just floating about just like a tornado of waste.
Well, my answer to that would be she will have complete climate control in her wing. So that's on her. Like whatever she would like, she can have.
Well, I wouldn't go in there if it's too hot. I wouldn't go in there.
I'll keep you regulated. That's the key right now. And so if you're cold, I will get you a pashmina. I will get you a little shawl. If you are hot, we will take clothes off.
I barely know what a pashmina is, and I know what to do when it's hot. The clothes come off, but I don't even know what a pashmina is. Yeah. Time to get your balloon, Gareth.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Dean, are you in your salon at the moment?
I'm in my office right now, which the studio, yeah, it's the same situation. So you go through that door and that's the salon is in there. I did a whole remodel.
If I come in the summer, then will you sort my hair out? Will you do my hair?
100%. You never ever have, just show up.
Okay,
No.
You get a free mom pass.
By the way, that's not how we're going to do it. We're not just going to show up. That would not work. I guarantee it. Like Dean would be there with like Linda Blair, like, oh, you should have called. And I'll be like, but you just said to show up.
Well, because she probably would just show up too, an hour and a half late. Whatever.
Yeah, but she's important.
No, you're just as important.
Yes, everyone's just as important.
I want you to see my dining room. Let me just push my chair.
Mom, this is not, Mom, why are we going to do this?
I want Dean to see my dining room compared to his.
Dean, that's a 1989 radiator.
Listen, this is a great foundation.
Yes, which is really, you continue to add to your world.
I in this room, I want to take all the wallpaper off. I want a grey wooden floor.
She's got plans, Dean.
I've got plans, but I've got to win the lottery. So when I win the lottery, then I shall do that. Are you the same, Dean?
Yes, I'm planning on another project right now. I'm going to do a little back deck.
Is that back room? That's the back room next to where your salon is?
Yeah, that was the closet.
Right. So that has now changed dramatically.
Yeah, because for COVID, I had to completely rework the studio because I needed a new ventilation system. I needed to separate each area.
Figuring it out. Safe too. More pluses.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm starting to come over to your side. I think this could work.
Trust.
As soon as I find out
I'm sorry. Could
would
work.
Will. Excuse me. Would will work.
Yes, wood will work greatly.
Wood will work.
And our honeymoon will be in the Maldives. We'll have a little overwater cabana. Trust me, things are good. Pam, you can have one adjacent. You're good.
I should come along.
No, you'll go to the Mall of America. That's where you'll go.
Yeah. Marry my son, you marry me.
Oh, the Maldives. Good Lord. I'll tell you.
I mean, or Bora Bora.
It's not been working out in the straight lane. So, what the hell?
Yeah.
May as well be.
We'll take a curve over to my lane.
Okay. Well, we are at time. These are about a half hour. So, Dean, is there anything you want to share or promote or anything like that?
Well, it's funny because I literally just got this new laptop and I'm like trying to frame to get this whole beard in, but it's kind of difficult. July 21st, it's a big day. I am going to compete to get into the Guinness Book of World Records for putting the most amount of things in my beard.
Will you say what your Instagram is so people can go and check out all the different looks of your beard? Because it is nobody monthly themed beards better than Dean.
Well, it's it takes a village. It's a lot of work. I believe we are going to be putting in double prong hair clips.
For those of us who don't know why that's important, what is that?
Those are roller clips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like when you're putting, a roller in, so it's going to be crazy because we're going to have to say goodbye to the Dumbledore.
Oh my word!
Look at that.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Yes,
Mom, how could you not notice?
My hair is so long. You haven't seen this, Pam.
That's him.
Look at Dean, how long has it taken you to grow that beard?
I started in November of 2017.
And have you kept it trimmed?
I have cut.
It's wild.
4 inches off of it.
Gosh, and it looks lovely with your hair down like that.
Isn't it crazy? And look, when the wind is blowing, that's what happens when I see. That's what happens when I see your son. It's like I'm coming for you. Let me grab my horse, and I will be on my way. And I'll bring some Morton's.
And that's just your head.
Yeah. Well, and I'll bring some kosher salt too.
Oh, good. Thank God. Because it was going to get a little greasy.
And then when he's bad, this is the look he gets. Explain yourself.
I'm disappointed in you, hubby.
Yeah.
That's my college lecture pick.
Yeah, right. Oh, and the chair's backwards. So you're being like, it's real talk. It's about
Yeah.
drugs. It's probably about drugs.
You know, and you're just like, oh geez, what's happening next? But
I'm
then
gonna
you're
get
like,
it.
you're like, oh wow, well, what else could he do except for a body positivity merman photo shoot?
Oh man, well, I ran. You and I had a great airport run-in once, where I ran into you at the airport, and you were going on.
What airport was that?
It was LAX.
Was it LAX?
Yeah, and you were going on a cruise where I believe you were being a merman or some.
Oh yeah, for sure, legit.
Yeah, you look like Poseidon in the pictures. You really.
Well, I like to.
So wait,
I like to go with
say your
King
Instagram
Triton.
though. Say your Instagram so people can go there.
D Bano.
D Bano.
D as in dog, B as in boy, ANO.
D Bano. Yes. So go check out all the amazing looks.
There's so many things.
There's so many
things.
It never ends.
My favorite is I just did this one last year for Christmas.
How did you get it wiped? Did you?
I sprayed it. Yeah.
Look at Dean. I'll never do anything that fills my mother's face with the wonderment and joy as what you've just shown her.
Yeah.
Just think I could have that pleasure every day if you allowed just a little tweak to your life.
Yeah,
100%.
Like
why does that gotta be
curve?
Pam, what? Like, it doesn't have to be a little tweak. I mean, come on.
No, yeah, sure. It could be a U-turn.
It would be pretty major.
We'll figure it out. Well, Dean, thank you for joining us on PAMdemic.
Oh, Dean, it's been absolutely lovely to see you.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm planning on getting to LA soon, I hope. You know, it depends on what Boris does with the flying, but I'm planning on coming.
But what I like to do on this show is try to bring my mother emotional swings. And I think today we've given her a good one. So thank you for joining us, Dean.
I love an emotional swing.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what we'll have in the bedroom above the bed. Our emotional swing.
Yeah.
Just remember, you brought that up. I'll have that swing in there in a minute.
The swing will be there. Dean, when are you competing with your beard?
Mom, it's sometimes when we're closing shop, it feels like I'm saying goodbye and you're reopening the store.
The Guinness Book of World Records, that will be July 21st. And then on August 2nd, it comes off.
Oh. Okay. Oh.
Because we're doing a charity for Megan's girls for their college fund.
Yes. Someone who, yes. So
when I see you, when I come over, you won't have your beard anymore.
It depends when you come over, because we all know this grows real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's also a great handle, Gareth.
I don't know why that's specified to me. I don't understand why that is.
In case you need, I don't know. Hey, you got a chore you got to do over here. Pull me in this one.
When he's got that angry face.
All right, Dave. Thank you, Mummy.
Bye-bye.
Labrador.
Love,
Labrador.
See you soon. Bye. Lovely to be with you. Bye. Lovely to see you. Bye.